Money FM 89.3. Best of Friday Night Live. Friday night at the movies.
Friday night at the movies.
Neil,
Now, yes.
you've done it wrong.
Why?
Welcome back to Friday Night at the Movies.
I'm loving the energy, Dan. I'm loving the energy. You should have done the morning breakfast show years ago. And I'm just playing for time while I find my notes. I'm playing for time.
Okay. Well, anyways, on today's topic of Friday Night at the Movies, we're turning to one of the biggest shows or series that's taken the world by storm. And if you're living under a rock, we're talking about Squid Game Season 2. It's out, I think, about a month back. I finished it in one sitting, Neil.
Right. And before you tell us what you think, because I really want to know, I know you're dressed like the Squid Game characters. 152 million views so far for the second series of Squid Game. It's become the third most popular TV season on Netflix of all time.
That's right.
My question for you is, what is making this deadly dystopian game show so popular, and does it live up to the hype?
Okay, here's the thing. I feel personally it's riding off the success of the first season. And that kind of left everyone, lingering around, just hoping for more. Even though it's a little bit like the Avengers, right? You kind of want more, but you feel like if you left it as like a, ambiguous kind of vibe, that longing for more would make you value the show a lot better. So I guess, in a sense, for me, my first take would be I personally did enjoy the season 2. And the reason why a lot of people enjoyed it as well was because some of the characters resonates with us, right? They try to make it very relatable to the day-to-day situations and the people that we've met in life before. So if you're not already clear about what the show is about, it's basically a secret contest where about 456 people, all of whom are in usually deep financial hardship, they would risk their life to play a series of games, deadly children games, for the chance to win $39.86 million US dollars.
Children's games, did you
Children's games. Like, I think most of you would have seen season 1, right? And you would realize that a lot of the games that they played were, I think they were Korean children's games, like things like hopscotch.
But how are they deadly?
Well, here's the thing. Do you know the game that, what is it called again? The wolf game?
Yeah.
The one where the bad wolf turns around and you gotta stop moving.
and you run.
Yeah. No.
What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
Yeah,
exactly.
I used to
That's
teach
one.
it with the kids. Yeah.
Exactly. So one of the games is exactly like that. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Have you seen the doll, the girl?
Yes.
The huge statue. That's basically what the game is about. So as she turns around, all the players are expected to stop. All right? And then when she turns her back towards them, they're expected to run a certain distance.
That's right.
And get to reach the finishing line. If they don't, then
she kills them, or other people kill them.
There are snipers out there set to kill them.
I haven't actually seen it. It is on my to-do watch list.
Yes.
Is it? I know it's South Korean. Is it subtitled or is it dubbed?
I would rather you watch it as subtitled.
You have the option.
You have the option.
I don't like watching dubbed. I prefer watching subtitles.
Honestly, I think dub is pretty terrible.
No, I think in any language.
It dramatizes it unnecessarily, you know what I mean?
Even if you don't speak the language, I think you get the nuance of their emotion, whatever the language.
Exactly.
And then watch the subtitles.
Yeah, it feels like you're a little bit more engaged in the show. But anyways, it's like what you said, right? If you searched up Squid Game on Google, you would find that, it's up to about 152.5 million views in total. But you'd be surprised to know, Neil, that it's not doing as well as the first season, year over year.
Mixed reviews, I've seen. Some like it, some are not so kind.
Exactly. But if you do a quick search on Google, right, Squid Game, you'd find this little card with the circle, triangle, and square shapes printed on it. And that's floating at the bottom of the page, right? So that's the iconic invitation card that normally these participants would receive before they participate in a game. And if you click on the card, you'll be able to try out one of the game. And that's basically the What's the Time, Mr. Wolf game.
All right.
Yeah, so give it a shot if you're on your phones, on maybe your laptops. You might want to try to see what it's like to be in the Squid Game. But my first thought would be, Neil, would you be willing to risk your life for 45.6 billion won? That's about close to $40 million.
Absolutely, categorically not.
Okay.
I am not money-minded at all. We do this with my wife a lot because my wife has this, not fear of water, but she just does not like being in the sea. She can swim and everything.
Okay.
So when we've been on boats and I've jumped in and swum and snorkeled, I've said to her, this is absolutely true.
Yeah.
$1,000, you jump in. Nope.
What?
$10,000, would you swim in the sea? Nope.
Wow.
So everyone's different, right?
It's probably because of the fear of the unknown. I think there's a phobia for it.
Yeah, slightly. Yeah, slightly. What do you guys think? Two things. Would you do that? Or more importantly, what do you think of Squid Game? It's the number one show in Singapore. Every time I put Netflix on, Squid Game is there. Number one. Yeah. Number one most watched show of the day. What do you think of Squid Game? WhatsApp 88550893. Now, this idea of dystopian deadly games is not new.
No.
In the cinema.
It's been a while.
There's been, even in the 1970s, I mean, I'm not going to go through them, but there were examples. There was a really famous one, if you can ever watch it, called Rollerball. And they did a remake a few years ago.
Rollerball?
Yeah, Rollerball, yeah. And the original is with a guy called James Caan, who was in The Godfather. He's since passed away. But they did
Rollerball.
Yeah, Rollerball. And they did a remake about 10 years ago, which you may or may not have seen. But it's a hockey type game.
Okay.
I don't remember if they play on the ice. Yep. But they certainly play with skates. I remember that. And there's this ball.
They've got like spikes in it.
That's right. And you have to kill each other.
What?
Yeah, it's a similar kind of thing. And this was back in the 1970s. A really, really bloody, graphic, gritty. And it's a similar kind of thing. Futuristic. I can't remember if the competitors are like prisoners and it's their chance to free them.
It's usually like the rich trying to manipulate the poor, right?
And it goes back to Gladiator. That's the same thing, right? You get slaves and you can either be a slave or you can fight against each other or lions.
And be an entertainer, right? Essentially.
Same. It's exactly the same.
Exactly the
same. So this thing, literally, as you say, you're correct. It literally goes back to the Romans.
Right.
But now we're still doing it. We're watching
fundamentally, right?
We're watching it on TV. Have you got any favourites? Because there's the Hunger Games. There's...
In fact, I've got a couple. Hunger Games is one of them, but I'll talk a little bit more about this one first. We've got the escape room.
Oh, yeah, I know that one. Before? Yes, I do.
No, Neil, have you actually tried an escape room?
No, it terrifies me.
Oh, really?
I don't like
the jump scares, yeah. Okay,
the jump scares one, I get claustrophobic, and if anyone jumped out on me, you've been there, you've seen this.
I've been there, I've done it, and it's fun. Neil.
It's fun for you, but at some point I would punch one of them. It'd just be a reflex thing.
These are all animatronics. So
I would punch them.
Okay, that works as well. I mean, okay, but
it's not like I want to punch them. It's just a defense mechanism.
Yeah,
flight or fight.
Yeah, you know. But I think personally, because I've tried it before and I've watched the show, I understand the thrill.
Yeah,
and when life and death is involved, I think that kind of puts you in a position where, it's a lot more relatable.
Yeah.
So escape room, for those of you who are not sure, that's where 6 people from different backgrounds, they are presented with a puzzle, a cube to solve. And when they solve it, basically they're automatically just somehow teleported to a place where they got to complete certain tasks to escape the room.
Yep.
And that's why the name, as it goes, escape room.
Yeah.
And they get a chance to win $10,000, but at the expense of losing their lives.
Oh, wow.
Not worth it.
Not worth it.
100%.
Nothing's worth dying for, my friend.
If anything, a Squid Game would be better.
Yeah. Squid Game sounds much more fun.
Yeah. Hunger Games, another one. Have you watched that?
I've seen bits, based on the books. Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's the same idea where you have like the rich manipulating the poor. They've got 12 districts in total.
Yep.
So all of the 12 districts every single year, they got to put out, I think, 1 or 2 participants to try and to kind of like play in this field. And that's where the reason why it's called the Hunger Games is because these 12 districts will have to kill each other. The participants that joins this contest will have to kill each other, and the winner will get to live with the rich.
Right, yeah.
So that's the idea behind it. So if you can, I mean, technically it's just all for entertainment.
My daughter's seen them. My daughter, and she's read the books as well.
Yeah.
I've got one for you.
What?
You're going to like this one.
What?
For 2 reasons.
Yeah.
One, the main character is one of your heroes.
Oh.
And 2, the film is being remade this year and is coming out this year, I think in November. I just found this out yesterday.
What is it?
And it was a classic when I was a kid. It came out in 1987, so before you were born.
Yeah.
But the main character, Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, Schwarzenegger.
And it's based on the best-selling novel by Stephen King, who I'm sure you've heard of. Stephen King is a legend.
I'm a big fan of his books, though.
Right? But the film is called The Running Man. And basically, the film was set in the dystopian, futuristic United States of 2019, which is now past.
Okay.
Came out in 1987. And you'll like this concept. It's a TV show in the film. They're in a TV show. And they're competitors.
Yeah.
And it's convicted criminals. And Arnold Schwarzenegger plays a convicted criminals, and they're all runners, and they must escape death through like the city. and there are professional hitmen, snipers, placed all over.
Out to kill them.
And they've got to kill them. And if you outrun the snipers, you win. Hence the Running Man. That's what. And so that was the film. Yeah. And I was reading about it last night, and I just read it's being remade by the director, British director, who I like, a guy called Edgar Wright.
Okay.
Who you're going to say you've never heard of, but you have heard of him because he made Baby Driver, which is brilliant.
Oh, no wonder his name rings a bell.
He also made Scott Pilgrim, which is great.
Yep.
He also made Hot Fuzz, which is great.
Yep.
And you may have heard of Shaun of the Dead, which is really famous, funny comedy about zombies.
Yes.
So he made Shaun of the Dead, he made Hot Fuzz, he made Scott Pilgrim, and he made
The World's End.
The World's End is a great film.
It's making The Running Man as well. Apparently.
And he made, what was the one I just said? Well, no, he produced that, but I know he made. You made me forget. What did I just say? He made.
I don't know.
The car one, Baby Driver,
Baby Driver,
which is a great film.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah.
And now he's doing The Running Man,
nice.
So that's going to be terrific. Comes out later this year, and the lead actor is the man of the moment. He's everywhere. Glenn Powell. Have you heard of him? He is everywhere.
He is everywhere. I mean,
he was in Top Gun Maverick.
Yes. I thought.
And he did the one for Netflix recently. I forgot what it was called. It was #1 movie.
Yeah, he did it with the what's the name again?
He's the man of the moment.
The actress Sydney Sweeney.
That's right.
Yeah, and then he did like Anyone But You.
That's right.
That's the movie. Yeah.
So Glenn Powell is taking on the Arnold Schwarzenegger role.
I think I can't think of anyone better though.
Dystopian criminal runners outrunning assassins. That's coming out later this year. The Running Man. And I thought that ticks all of Dan's boxes.
You know what, Neil? That actually did.
I know it does.
I'm looking forward to it.
You like Glenn Powell. You like dystopian movies.
Yeah.
And your hero's Arnold Schwarzenegger. So he was in the original. So
what more do I need?
What more do you need from this show? So I'm going to pick. When I was a kid, I used to like rollerball.
Yes.
But for pure sentimentality, if you're talking about a dystopian film. Now, there's lots of dystopian films like Planet of the Apes and Mad Max, but this is one about games.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick The Running Man. What are you going to pick?
You know, I feel like if I had watched the film, I would have picked The Running Man as well, because you've picked my interest.
It's a bit dated.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to watch it, that's for sure, this weekend. But if I have to pick one, I think I would have to go with Escape Room, because of how relatable it is and how I've tried it before. I don't really want to go for Hunger Games because it got a little bit political after a while.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stick to something a little light.
Yeah.
Escape Room, that's my pick. What about yours? 88550893. Any dystopian, deadly games, movies that we should be aware of?
The most terrifying escape room I ever had. It was very claustrophobic.
Yeah.
It was a tiny, grey, prison-like room. It was just me and one guy.
I've got one too.
In Topo North.
Yes.
And it's called the Money FM Studio.
Yeah. And
there's no escape.
It happens every Friday.
There's no escape right here on Friday Night Live.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.